Hello everybody. So I took a short break. Also I'm waiting for my coffee, so just a few more seconds before we get started, and then I'll tell you the whole story. But I can already say that today and tomorrow will be pretty much vibing. I need to get back on the regular stream schedule because basically a lot have happened the past week. Which I will get to in just a second. Otherwise, I will be in the middle of my story and be like, I want a sip of coffee. But today we will be working on Crossroad, which is my project for a link in bio template, which you can upload to your own server, because I don't want to make yet another subscription server for the linking, because I think, well, most of these linking templates are fairly simple, so I'm totally fine with designing a template, then putting it up on a website, and people can buy them, customize them. So basically what's around the corner is like designing the template. Then we will build the template with basic HTML, CSS, and maybe some JavaScript if necessary. Then the third step would be to write good documentation for it, because even though if someone doesn't have the technical or isn't the greatest at coding, I still want them to be able to upload to their own server. So maybe I'll shoot a short Loom video on how to, I don't know, how to upload it to any hosting service for that matter. I don't know what's the most popular and the most simple. I know of a couple of like hosting services that allow you to drag and drop a zip, so maybe we'll do that. But that can also be like the intro video for the landing page, like the Loom video of like, hey, how to launch your own link in bio within 5 minutes, I don't know, or within 2 minutes. I think it will take a little bit longer because people have to upload a photo, etc. But maybe I can do a little, maybe I can do a bit of cheating. Like prepare the assets beforehand, so it's just like, okay, update this link with your photo. Now you have a photo. Upload this with your, upload this tag with your Twitter or GitHub, etc., etc. Okay, my coffee is actually done, so just give me a quick second, and then we'll get fully started with the stream, and then I will also update you on what the fuck happened in my life after launch of Use Affiliates. Okay, here I am again. So basically what happened last week is we launched Use Affiliates. It was kind of a successful launch. In a way that we got a shit ton of traffic. Or a shit ton of traffic. I got more traffic than I expected. It was my first product hunt launch. So my expectations were no one's going to see this because, to be quite honest, I didn't put a lot of freaking effort into the launch, and I don't have a Twitter following of hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people. So a tool like Product Hunt kind of relies on hype or luck. And I knew for sure with a kind of product like Use Village, you won't get any luck because it's pretty generic. So yeah, okay, let me just quickly ban this idiot. Thank you. So okay, so that was story of the launch. So we launched, we had some decent traffic, I got some good feedback, and now that project is just moved to the side. We are going to work on a blog somewhere, I think at the start of May or maybe the end of next week. I will have to take a look at my schedule. But we will continue working on that project as well. However, we spend a lot of time with affiliates. I want to take a little sidestep, work on Crossroads, because I think it's a fun project. And I also want to get into the business of making HTML templates, just to see how selling on Gumroad works. I mean, this whole sabbatical thing is all about, like, let me just try a couple of things out, see what I like, what I'm vibing with, and then I can continue down that path. But then, just around the release, how am I going to say this without it sounding really dramatic? Because it isn't all that dramatic, but it sucks. Basically, okay, so 2 years ago, my father had surgery in his spine, basically because, I don't know how you say that, yeah, for his nervous system, and that went well for like a year or two. I mean, he couldn't walk all that well, but hey, there was progress. But then around Wednesday, he had to stay in bed because there was some kind of I don't actually know how to translate it into English, but there was like a problem with his nervous system. So I've been helping out family, doing groceries, doing stuff, while also staying consistently in the gym, while also trying to build my business. And it was Easter weekend, so I was like, okay, let me just take a couple of days. We did a launch, we finished the project. Let's just relax for a bit, like take care of the family. Not like take care of the family, more like I want to help out because they help me out until the point I'm at now. So there's a little like inconvenience for especially my mother. So let's help out. And then, I mean, yesterday I needed to start up because I got back from like a couple of free days. I had a lot of email to catch up to. I actually just noticed now that there's like a newsletter opportunity for Use Affiliates. However, okay, so hi, are you interested in getting a feature of Use Affiliates to come in our newsletter? 35,000 subscribers and training session. I'm excited to offer your 50% discount on our feature listing, a special offer. Yeah, so this for beta list. I think this is a pretty generic standard like email. But let's please have a look at our recent success stories. They can dedicate newsletter ad service. Yeah, I mean, let me just open this link and see what the fuck it's about. So yeah. But what's the cost? I mean, I can't click on any link and I can't see a price. For pricing details, please let me know. Yeah, so this is if like the pricing is not listed inside Vimo, it's probably going to be way too expensive. I mean, I don't have a marketing budget. However, let's switch to the gameplay screen because on the other hand, let me just close these tabs real quick. On the other hand, I sent out a tweet which did really freaking well. Like, I was like, okay, I told on the stream many times before, like, I want to try out HA refs, right? Just to get into the SEO game and to get going. And look at this, 5 comments, 10 likes, and 1,859 impressions. Not too shabby for a tweet. So I also made sure to, like, link to, like, remote one-on-one and all that kind of good stuff. And HARF is rooting for me. But I'm definitely going to check that out. I'll probably do that on Friday. I'll first do it off stream because I have to go through the whole setup process and I don't know which kind of secrets I could possibly leak, but I don't want to get stressed by that. And with that whole story, which I just told you all about, I will do my freaking best to continue streaming, but there might be a couple of odd times streaming. I might be not on schedule, like always on point like I was in the last couple of months. But hey, life happens. Okay, but enough with this, with the status update. Let's have a look. So, HA Refs is also coming to the stream. Sorry. I will make sure to update you all on how that's on how that journey is going and how you can like effectively use to like HA refs to like grow your little startup or your business or whatever. But for today, I think the most important thing is to design crossroads. I'm not all that happy with the designs, but I have to take into account that like this design is like pretty close to like Linktree and all other like link SaaSes. So I'll probably I kind of refrained from like the Advanced Pro Light version. I'm just gonna write a bunch of cool templates which have to work like on mobile, tablet and desktop. Like they have to be responsive as well, and they have to look pretty good responsively. I also want to go like a little bit crazy. I have an idea with a lot of images, and I also want to have a look at responsive images and all that kind of good stuff. I think the primary goal for all the pages are like perfect lighthouse scores, or like maybe not perfect, but very good lighthouse scores, very performant. A lot of FCGs. Maybe we can use some images, but then we can also place in documentation for pull them through a compressor. Use this compressor, upload files, because yada yada yada. Also teach the people about HTML a little bit. Like you have to compress your images before you do them in a web page, because you don't need the 4K image if you only show them like 100 by 100, right? And we probably also need to be able to set a background image. So yeah, we have some designing to do. And I'm probably gonna do like light and dark versions, just to keep people happy. Or maybe I will do that via like I think I will do that just via a class. People can set a class on the body and like, now it's a light version, now it's a dark version. Or I can ship to HTML file. I don't know. I have to wait and see. Maybe I can look at the support request if people can't figure that out. Or I can sell them as 2 separate teams. I can do that. Then I can see like which one is more popular. And then I can be like, okay, then I'm gonna do market for the light version. And then we can set a class for the dark version for the people who want the dark version. But let's see. So we have this version. Then we went for this version. I don't like... I like the top of this version. Like, let's get rid of this one. I like this. I really like this. However, I'm not sure about this. Maybe, just maybe. Oh, you know what? Maybe we can do that. Like, we might make this a little bit smaller. Like, let's make this like 60. Let's give this a height of 60, shall we? And then we can place the button below here. And then we can make this. Let's You know what? Let's delete this. And then we can do like, what's Twitter blue? Oh, that's not like Twitter brand color. It's this one. Okay, cool. Because how would this work if we like... Oh, that you know what? That gives the whole page a little bit more color, which is actually better. So let's say that we increase the size to like 25. Yeah, this works. Maybe just a little bit too big for my taste. Like, let's say 20. Yep. I think that's great. Why is the... Okay, so this is a group, right? And then this is vector, and then rectangle. GitHub can just fuck off for now. I don't like that. But hey, we can just say like, we can make this black. And then we can like grab GitHub and like place it inside of here. Let's say that we make this 20 as well. And then we'll stick to the middle. Check out my GitHub. And do this. And we can even do this. We will like refine it in just a second, but okay, so let's make this 20 as well. Let's center it to this block. Actually, we might be able to... like, center this better. Oh shit, but then we don't have the actual fucking background. Wait. I know. Now, since they are centered, I can just pull them back, right? Right. Which is nice. Okay, and then let's also say something like... Actually, what is the, like, hero icon? Or like... How are these icons called? Simple icons? Free SVGI for popular brands. Yeah, so people can pretty much download them from here. Or like copy them from here. Yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, let's search for the Twitch. Twitch. Yep, I need that purple. I think this looks pretty darn decent. Maybe we can even do like Facebook. Let's copy Facebook. Let's let's just delete this. Let's grab this and which one is this? It's group 9. Let's delete this and let's say you are white. And then we pull this up again. Then we say you can be like 20 at tops. Put out here, we move this back. It does seem a little odd. Like, just move it just down tiny bit. Like these and then we can say like Facebook brand color. Which is this one. Etc, etc. You know what? I can like I stream day. See. Rant. I don't like the buttons. I really don't like them. Although I do kind of like the style of this page. I don't know, maybe you can move this up just a tiny bit more. Then make this like equal the size to the top of the image. Like to the bottom of the socials, which is like this. Can move this up and we can say okay, we want this to be like 16. This is 16 and this should be 16 as well. What the come on, Figma, don't bail on me now. Why am I? Oh, I'm hitting the wrong button, I guess. I'm hitting page up instead of this. Wait, is this like the same? It's like 20. Okay, yeah, so it's centered. It is centered. That's nice. And then let's just move this down so it's like obvious. Like this is the design, right? We don't have to create them all. Like let's delete this one. Let's say that this is kind of a version. Shit, I removed. Why did I remove the first one? Oh, okay. Actually, it doesn't matter. We can just like pull this up. Be like, this is one of the designs. Cool. So this is a design. This is design. Actually, I want to pull this up just a little bit more. I think this is great. Let's just say that it's cat say. What happens if you make this 16? Does it even look good? Looks a little bit too close to the top, isn't it? Doesn't it? Like, what if we make this? I think this is 32 then, right? Oh, this isn't even 32. Okay, alright, alright. And let's make this 32. And then let's make this offset like 16. better. But it's just not it. Or is it? It needs more Blair? You know what? Let's take a step back. Let's take a step back. Let's go to this one. Let's search for some inspiration. Let's just grab like a couple of templates and let's come up with some more fun designs than just black and white. Because everybody's doing black and white. Let me just sign in for just a second. Let's do this right. Okay, so I'm logged in now. Okay, so let's see if we have some blogging templates, or if we just like some styles, right? Can we go to like inspiration, explore design work, trending designs that might inspire you? I love the green. I also want to do something with texture in the background. I think that's pretty cool. And then again, I also want to allow people to... Oh, and we need to do something with gradients. Let me... I'm gonna copy this inside of here. Yeah, cool. Just decrease it. Let's just create a little mood board. And like say... It's our type. That's... I also don't like green. I like sticky notes to be yellow. Okay, cool. This is also hip, right? Like, which font is that? Huh. I have an idea with this one. It's not really the design itself, but it's more like... How can I bring this to the foreground again? Bring to front. Which is Control Shift. Which is this, like this or this. Okay. We can rotate the social button. Okay, bring them to front. Wait. We'll have image. Cool. Not for this app, but it's just a cool design. That's not it. Yeah, with the texture. This actually looks pretty cool. Again, I think it's not so much for my... You know what? Let's just include it because I think it's awesome. Like a sections, maybe can use these sections for the folio. Everybody's making a mood app. Like, what's on your mind? We had been doing that for like a couple of years before I left my previous job. Then again, the app is still isn't finished, and now they're popping up left and right. So I think we missed like product mark. Yeah, I think we missed the boat on that one, or rather, my previous company missed the boat on that one. Hey, this looks kind of interesting. Can I do something with Canvas so that people can upload a 3D character? I don't know. But that might be a little bit too far of a stretch. I can always do this once it makes like a couple of bucks, so I have some time to like reinvest into the project. I actually love these kind of 3D things. I think they're pretty cool. Turn your art into creative NFTs. Everybody's working on NFTs now. I probably should have jumped in as well, but I don't know. It's just not my... I don't have a passion for it. I understand what's happening and I understand the technology and I understand how to write it. I don't know. It's just not my thing. Just not something I like doing, and I want to save this one just a second. But Ton, you could have made so much money. I know. And here I am, working on something else. But I actually think that it would have made me feel miserable. So that's why I didn't really got on the NFT train and like the crypto train. I mean, I'm certainly learning it right now, maybe for some freelancing if I really have to. Because there are a lot of freelance opportunities for like Web3 developers. And I know how to make a Web3 front end. I know how to talk to the chain, how to do like a wallet login, how to like grab NFTs to showcase them. But I'd rather just like work on some smaller projects. Really like try to train my build and sell muscles. Like train myself in getting better with that. Like train myself into marketing. Not rely on a hype. Like rely on building products people want. Or like just the product I'm building right now with Crossroad. It's like I know there's a market for it because I talked to a lot of people why I actually started building this project. I've talked to a lot of people who were like, yeah, I would use a link in bio, but or they look terrible, or I need to like subscribe to a service for it. or I can't like display my latest blocks and I don't have like any control of the APIs. So then I was like, hey, I can write like templates in HTML, CSS, and JS. I can provide all the components, and then you can do one of two things, or you can like hook up your own block like via an API, whatever flows your boats, just plain HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, or you don't use the block things, or you can use the block things, but you just write plain HTML. Like you say, okay, I have to update my personal link with the latest block. You can automate it, but you can also like just update the HTML, CSS. Like shape. I also don't have to forget that I have to. Okay, let me quickly stop my toggle before I forget. Let's say we are working on design. Started working on that on block. We'll probably do that until the end of the day. I'll probably have to leave a little bit earlier because of the story I told you, but we'll make the most of it. We'll make the most of it. Manage your team task like a piece of cake. Taskly. Icon package. Cool. We might have enough like inspiration to do a couple of designs. I mean, we can 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can create 5 types of design. But then again, I might actually rather want to focus on like one particularly good design, so we can start with that, and then we can gradually include like more designs over the next couple of weeks. Because ideally, like building such a template will take me like an afternoon or a morning, so I can like work on other shit, then circle back and like create a template or two, so people stay interested, or like there's just more options on my HTML store. Yeah, I think this is pretty good. I think it's pretty good. I think we also have to play around with the fonts a little bit. Let me do one more scroll. Yeah, I think this is it. Let's just do one more. Nope, this is it. Ah, this is fine. This is fine. Okay, so let's move this to the side. Then let's go to Figma again. And let's start working on a couple of new designs. Let's create a new page. Like, let's say drafts. I don't know. Page. Let's just call it page. Let's just grab this artboard because it has a couple of things. And now I don't want to use Inter. I want to move these to the side. Let's make it white for now. Do we have like a Figma textures kit? That's a plugin, right? Collection of 40. Join IBM setbox and start promoting. Duplicate. Okay, now I have a texture kit. Oh, this is nice. This is very nice. I want this one. I probably have to create like a rectangle and then use it as a texture. I have never done this before, so this is actually pretty cool to do. So let's create like a... Why are you so goddamn annoying? So let's grab this. Then let's make this a lighter color. And then add a fill. Let's say image. Choose image. Save this. Can we do? Can we save it? It's texture. What? I did it on the wrong thing. Ah! Sometimes I really don't like Figma and here because I'm clicking on this and it selects like the light. Ah, man. Okay, sorry. I really have to work on my patience. What I said. It's here again. I'm clicking on this and why does it select the Air management one. Air management. Okay. Now we can do the image. Now we can say it's grab this texture. Let's like. Now it's better. Let me just play around like normal. Better. Now it's real subtle. Let's not grab my face. I think that's stupid. And splash. Profile. Which one do I want to make first? Let's have a little look-see. 32. Sender. Center this. Let's make both slide. say John. This is like 16. This can be 12. I'm not fond of the font. How? Song. So maybe we'll just stick to in now. How you spell it? That's how you spell it. Okay. Thank you very much. Then legend. I actually like the background gradient. It gives off a little bit of character. We also might have to like play around with gradients. And I have to check how to do that, but let's just first create a couple of like, if this a let's make this Yeah, I'm still not... I don't know, it's the font, I guess, for the buttons. We can make it even... I mean, do we have to include text? We can also make this more minimalistic. Let's say they're 8. We're to 40, so let's make them. Better. That definitely looks better. Okay, then let's get rid of this. And I probably want to get like... Get this in here. Yeah. Excusi. Okay, so it's black as well. Like, what's the GitHub and color? I think it's also black. Oh, it's just a bit different. It's cool. Then we can add other suckers. I can say this one is totally black. But we have to pretty much have to design them all. Or we just give them a way to customize. Like, with it. Allow all. Fine. Chat. As well. That for now. Okay, Telegram, Pinterest, Reddit. People, you know what? People can design their own things. Like, you can copy and paste them and give them another color. I think that's fine. Then let's go to simple icons. First one on the list, the wither. Okay, getting there. It's all about making some... all about taking small steps. So let's move this here. Say it's rectangle. It's frame together. Say Twitch. This has to be on this, and we can say white, and we know that it's 16. Oh, the brand color is already available. Oh, that's cool. It's 16 as well. Let's align it. Let me just quickly be right back. Okay, I'm back. Okay, Facebook. 16. We can like always play around with the background, but I'm kind of digging. Oh, before we go, let's say this is Facebook, just so we don't. Let's make this nice, shall we? And why is this all in group 3? Twitter, Twitch, Instagram. Facebook, then we have GitHub. It has to be white as well. 16. Shit, this isn't GitHub. This is dev2. Right. Let's look at Linktree examples. What do people actually want to? Let's look at the Linktree, like iTunes, Spotify, Stitcher, Cast, iHeartRadio, TuneIn, Chatbox. Yeah, see. So you can do a whole bunch here. And people actually want to include their own buttons as well. So we have to make like a button design that's like an image and a thing. But let's just continue down this road for now. Let's see, we have this rectangle. Let's say this is going to be GitHub. So center. Oh fuck, we did something wrong. Let's go back just a second. More back. You have to be here. And above rectangle 7. Then this vector. Let's delete this. Let's re-grab it because I think something went wrong. Yeah, exactly. Better, and then let's change this one around. Oh my god, I actually like that I'm getting better. Let me fix the position just a bit. That I'm getting better with Figma and with like the layout tools, because that's really nice. Now I am kind of wondering what happens if we turn this into a dark mode. Like what happens if I make this black? Works. It works. But we have to give people like more freedom on what they actually show here. Like we can create sections, socials. So let's grab another section. Let's say they are 16 apart. Socials. Let's say blogs. Let's just create a couple of categories. Maybe we don't even need this. Maybe let's just keep Let's just keep it. Give me one of these things, actually. I want to try something out. Nah. Nah. People know these icons, and if they don't know them, why would he click on it? Can I have some inspiration from this, please? I don't like the top part. This is actually kind of nice. I'm getting more of like a Linktree Plus vibe here, where you can like point people to like the right direction. Like you have a small about thing, and you can also choose remove the about thing, and we really have to like put that into the video as well. I think that's important. But let's iterate on this a bit more. So let's make sure that this is like, okay, so we have this, then we can move this out, and you can have to group these things and say like about. Now we have socials. Okay, Because we really want this to be like Lego blocks that people can go like, okay, I want to swap out the header, I want to swap out the socials, I want to swap out this. So yeah, we do need somewhat of a design language, which I think we are kind of on the right path here. Like, let's copy this section, and let's say, so this 27, let's say it's 32. It's the way I want it to be. Okay, so let's call these blogs, for example. Let's stick to the radius 3. Let's do this. Let's also give this an effect and drop shadow of 2. Not 42, but 2, and then 10. 10. What were these again? 12. 12 is good. 12 is fine. 12 is fine. Like, maybe we can make this two. Maybe we can do 2 blocks out of this. Let's make 2 variants. Let's make a variant of like... Actually, let me do something else, which I haven't tried before. Like, create an artboard which is 240 wide. So we can... I have to learn how to... You know, let's not do this. Let's just keep doing it this way, and then we can maybe look into components. I really also want to get better with Figma after this project. I'm pretty decent. I've worked on a lot of projects inside of Figma, but always pretty on the surface, like inspect elements to turn them into front-end code. Now I also kind of want to know more about creating components and creating like design systems. I think it's especially handy for this project because, as I said, I want to really like scissor up or how to separate all the little components so people can really mix and match. So I might have to do something like Tailwind UI, like where you can go into like a documented backend and grab all the code examples and grab all the things. But we'll have to wait and see how that turns out. Maybe I'll just create like a couple of templates, and we'll have to wait and see. Like, I think the most easy thing is going to be like, you have a header, you have the socials, and you have like custom buttons. And then a more expensive package also includes like the blogs. And what else was on the requirement list actually? Profile image name, bio, social link, custom links, Twitter feed, dribble feed. Okay, so we need to have an Instagram feed or like a dribble feed or like just images, and we have to also make a video component. Okay. This 3 and then this 3 as well. It's not right. This has to be 0, and then this has to be 3, right? Then we can use like, let's go to Unsplash. Let's grab a, I don't know. Let's say space. I think space is pretty stunning. Yeah, let's grab this one. This is fine. Let's download it for free. Save it. Let's yank it in here. Adding image is gonna be freaking huge. Okay, 100 is fine. Let's mask it. actually needs to be like a little smaller. How about 72? Everything is so small. Oh well, we'll just make it beautiful in here, and then we'll see what we end up with. Because I know the text is too small, but we'll just fix that inside of the editor later. Let's say it can be 4 of the side. Maybe that's just a bit too... That's way too close. Better, but then again, this is way too big. But if I make this like 6, it's not going to be readable. That's... Maybe we can do this better. Maybe we can do this better. You know what? Let's just... I think it's better to do the conventional, like, medium style cards. We can keep this mask group here. Let's remove this. Okay, let's say we two sides to side with like 8 in between. Say they do have like the drop shadow of 8, and this is 2 and this is 12. So these are 2 rectangles, so these are the blocks. Let's say post. Let's put this to the top. Let's go all the way. Say 3 on. Zero. Because 0 is a hero. Then we can pull this out just a bit, so it's 150, for example. Let's say the background is white. And now we have more of a login template, right? I'm still not sure about the freaking font. But we'll have a look at that later. I mean, no need to like stress about it now. We can always swap out fonts later. It's more about now building, like thinking of the blocks, building the blocks, like getting a better feel of it. Then we do like maybe 1, 2, maybe even 3 iterations. Then I will also have a look at how to do the Figma components, so I can like even beautify components more. Yeah, I think we are just gonna sell it as 1 or maybe 2 packages. I think the first package only has to include like the basic stuff. So we'll probably just do a couple of headers and a couple of socials. And then like the advanced version also includes like components for the blogs and a image gallery and all that kind of stuff. So images with practically links behind them, so people can like link better. And we also don't have to forget about the custom buttons. So people can create their own sections with their own custom buttons as well. I think that's quite nice. Hey, these are not... Now they're all the way. Okay, then we have to do this again. It is what it is. It's a little cumbersome, but hey, this is why I still have to figure out Figma, right? Be faster at this kind of stuff. Oh. But we're vibing. Today we're just vibing, and I'll probably do some work on this off stream because I want to finish this faster than just like building this. I don't know. Ideally I want to release this before the end of April or like the first week of May. But I'm still in the phase like there's like this much work in front of me, and what I know from user affiliates is that you're worrying about the release over here, and then once you're here, like okay, we can almost release. So it takes a little bit of stress off me knowing that for sure now. It is what it is. And I still want to do something with gradients, but I might actually like include multiple sets. like multiple headers, multiple variants that people can really mix and match. But then again, I might actually want to do something like Tailwind UI. I don't know how complicated that... Yeah, that will require a sign-in. But then again, that's not really a problem. Like, we can use MemberStack for that, probably. Ooh, maybe we can... Nah, but then again, my original plan was not to do a subscription service. Ah, dude. But I guess it would work if we do it that way. Yeah, or I can just like create a one-time thingy. One-time purchase with MemberStack or Stripe, and then you know what? Let's write that ID down. Like Crossroads, like in documentation. We can also use MemberStack or Stripe or Paddle to create a interactive, to create a back-end environment where people can easily copy and paste the code for their link page, similar to Tailwind UI's. Tailwind UI. Because if you go to Tailwind UI, you basically have like these sections with these code blocks, and then you can like, okay, this is a header. Then pick a header, and you can copy paste the code, and it's actually quite nice. And then inside of that, we can also, maybe we can then sell like power-ups, maybe, like from the backend. That would also be quite nice. Then you're more like creating a product out of it. You can create like user account. It's all so much ideas. Maybe I just have to stick to the Gumroad ID because we want to launch quickly. If I have to create a whole backend environment, it's going to cost me even more time. And we can always, if it's successful, we can always create a backend environment and like plug in all the existing customers into it. Or like say, okay, sorry guys, this is really like a more premium service. If you want to have access to this environment, you have to pay as well. That's something we can do. Okay, so let's create a... let's go to Remote 101, shall we? Hey Abdul, thanks for the follow, my man. How are you doing today? What are you working on? I mean, it's mostly me talking to this camera. I'm more interested to hear what you guys are working on in chat. Hey, wait, this isn't what it's supposed to be. So let's create more guidelines. Let's say, I think 8. Oh, 8's fine. This guideline needs to be here. Wait, why is it out of Wacko? Let's fix this. Learning Web 3 development. Oh, nice. I'm actually working on that myself as well. Where are you learning this stuff? I mean, pointer.gg is kind of good. You know, I don't think the... See, if this is 16, how the F are we going to fit it inside of here? I mean, we can go smaller. Now we're already at 12. Yeah, it is what it is then. Maybe we can bring this down to like an offset of 4. I mean, we don't have to have all that big of space, I guess. But why are you... Is this... Oh, well, it is. Let me just... I know it's bad practice, but let me just scrap another one. Been researching through YouTube, crypto zombies, etc. Definitely chilling was fun. Yeah, especially Solidity takes some getting used to. But I'm more like, I was pretty much, when I was working on Web3, I was like, okay, I want to know Solidity to a certain point, but I'm mostly focused on like eaters.js and like hooking up wallets to front ends, and I'm looking at it more from a front end perspective. Because if you go into Solidity, especially with all the hacks going on, I don't know. I don't want to burn my fingers on that one for sure. Like, I don't want to be the dude that causes like a 100+ million crypto heist. And then let's make this 8. And then we can create offset here as well. Then we can do this. Probably go down even to like 8. Regular. Medium. Medium's fine. Grab some lorem ipsum. Exactly, for sure. The front end is pretty much guaranteed bugs. Yeah. I don't know. It's not really my passion. I guess I'm not as passionate about Web3 as a lot of other people in the industry are. And I don't know exactly why that is. I mean, I have to look inside of myself to see exactly why. But hey, maybe I have to do some freelancing stuff and then I'm definitely going to get a job in Web3, because what you said, it's a guaranteed payout of like more than $50,000, so. If not even more. It all depends on the length of the contract. But then again, I don't know. I first have to know why I'm having trouble like getting into Web3. Yeah, for sure, man. All about researching and finding what suits you. Yeah, exactly. Currently, I'm more on like the let me just build some products myself for the moment, and then I will look further. What are you working on here though? So basically, last week we launched usedaffiliates.com. So I'm not really doing like 100 startups in 2 days kind of challenge. But I'm more of like trying to figure out like marketing, building products, releasing products, launching products, selling products, and just trying to build a lot of things at a time. And now I'm trying to figure out, okay, I want to build like, you have these services, like I think Linktree is the most prominent one, has the most market share. But if you sign up for this, you pretty much have to sign up for a monthly service. And I'm like, I know those things sucks, and there are a lot of developers and like people out there who have a little bit of coding skills. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to create something similar to Linktree, but just like an HTML, CSS, and JavaScript template. So pretty much I'm going to use Gumroad, upload the zip with the HTML, CSS, and JavaScript, with some good documentation on, okay, so here's the deal. You have a blank page and you can choose a header, and then you can say, okay, now I want an about block, then I want my socials, then I want blogs. Basically, you can pick this up, you can copy paste it, and you can say, okay, I want my socials above the about page, etc. If you can code a little bit, you can pretty much figure it out for yourself. That's dope as fuck. Thanks, man. It's just a little bit different from what everybody else is doing, like creating subscription service upon subscription service upon subscription service. I'm going to build that as well, but more for a future project. I want to build a couple of more smaller things, get better at design. I mean, I'm a pretty decent developer, but I definitely have to get better at design, marketing, and sales. I think we basically need to... Right, these need to be bigger. Yeah, I'm as a design and business side of things too. Yeah, I mean, I don't really suck at the business. I mean, you can only learn so much. I'm like 26 at the moment, and I manage teams. I'm pretty decent at managing teams. I'm pretty decent at front-end development. I guess the only things missing are like sales and marketing, and just the straight out like experience with building more and more products. So that's why I'm doing more simpler products than like spending all my time and money on like one big SaaS. I think that's kind of silly. Let's just release a couple of like smaller projects which take a month tops to build. And then we'll take it from there. We're just what I'm saying on Twitter, and like I'm currently in a bit of a sabbatical, so I just want to like be on Twitch, like work on my projects, like learn a little bit, get better, and just vibe all around. Like I had this pretty interesting like Twitter thread completely by accident, which pretty much shows why I'm doing this. It's like, okay, where is it? Yeah, this tweet. I just sent out in the world for, okay, besides coding, I want to get better at SEO, because I know a lot of people are taking advantage of it, and they use a tool like Href for keyword research. I run a blog, I run remote one-on-one. Pretty much, I think I write pretty decent content, but I need to focus more on what do people want to read instead of what do I think people want to read. So I sent out this tweet, and then I got like a shit ton of likes, shit ton of replies, and like more than 2,000 impressions at the moment from one single tweet. And this exactly resembles what I'm doing at the moment, like build and grow in public. And we'll see from there. I mean, my funds run out somewhere in September, and we'll see. Maybe if my funds really start to run out, I will take a freelance job. Fine. I mean, I don't have like that big of a Okay, sometimes I say a big forehead equals big ego. So sometimes I have quite a big forehead, but not when it comes to like swallowing my pride and doing some freelance work. There's no shame in doing freelance work, especially if you're an indie hacker. Or especially, I think there's no shame at all. What I mean rather is that I rather work on my own shit instead of other people's things. But hey, it will take time. I will have to get better at things. And then we can make this bit and bigger as well. Yeah, I think this is the way. Is this button not? It's a bit too massive. Yeah, I feel like freelancers helps a lot with first lessons Project Fairy. Yeah, and it helps you a lot with learning. I mean, but working on your own is definitely much more rewarding. Yeah, and I think working on your own projects is definitely also great for learning, because I think for me, let me talk about me for instance. It's always, if you do client work, I'm the kind of front-end developer who gets a little bit annoyed by some of the choices that are made by management and project managers, and be like, okay, this is not going to work. Why the fuck are we working on this? It's going to take us like 30 hours, and I don't think it's going to get any results. If we work on this, which is in the backlog, we're probably going to do way better and going to make more money. So I'm not the greatest freelancer to work with, maybe? Nah, that's not true. I can pretty much have that whole dialogue inside of myself and just do the fucking work. But it has been fun while working on your own projects. You also have that voice out. You should be working on this instead of that, and then you see much more like, oh wait, maybe that guy had a point, that we definitely should have worked on that first, because it sets up analytics, or it sets up XYZ for 3 steps ahead. So freelance work is good for learning, but building your own projects is good for having like solid insights with yourself. Good conversations with yourself. Read more. Why is this? Why is this? Oh, it's read more. It's like therapy, yeah, pretty much. Pretty much. I don't dig this button. Maybe if we make the text a little bit smaller. Fuck off, NVIDIA. We can just dip it. Yeah, you know what? I just need to move on. I think I just need to... Why can't I just grab this, say this, and say, hey, there's already a button here. Let's make this black. This isn't... for people tuning in, this is far from like the final design. But I just want to get some blocks in here and then I will start like iterating the living shit out of it. Where was text? Here, give it a line and then make it like bold. Why can I shake this feeling that I can make 2 blocks out of this? Actually, let me look at my own blog to see if I can just rip off my own design there. I don't care, it's a pretty generic design anyway. Yeah, I don't even do a read more. That's fine. Then we can probably make this... Yeah, there's just not a... I mean, isn't there enough room? So it's not all that crazy. Just needs a little bit of touch. A little bit of... A little gentle touch. Okay, if we move this down, this already looks pretty cool. These images definitely need to be like less of a height. Well, 75 seems fine. Why? Oh shit, I just... Let's grab the mask group. Mask group. Let's move those down to 75. Then let's grab a kind of a generous rectangle. Why is this rectangle? Why are the blog posts outside of the page? Thank you very much. It's been great. 16. Then let's move these up. Then we can take this and we can say, okay, move this here. And let's take a little bit less text, like this. Then say it's just a bit is regular. I don't like this font. I still don't like this font for some reason. I don't fuck with it. Why is that? It's too generic, I guess. Just go on, Twan. Don't get too upset. It's all gonna be alright. Well, that's fucking annoying. And I think the spacing here is a bit too aggressive. So I guess we can get away with like 2. No, we can probably get away with like 8 here. Get a bit more dense. And another 12. Better. Okay, I get it. It's fine-ish, but we can definitely like reduce the amount of spacing beneath these blocks. So what's now? It's now 32. So let's make this 16. It's definitely better. Then let's get rid of this. Okay, so I'm on the phone. I'm like, okay, this is Jonathan Legend. He's an indie hacker. About, left his cushy job. Okay, then you have socials and then you have blogs. But then you can also have a version where you're like, okay, I don't want to do an about because people already went through my profile. Wait, let me set a ruler for this so I know what's the top. Ah, come on. Set it here. Let's this one. That's great. You can also do like this, where you say like, okay, these are my blogs. Remove the inner ones just for now. And these are my socials. This is 16. Yeah, this also works. Like then you can say like latest releases, for instance. Tight. Oh well, it's like drafts and like IDs. Modular ID. I can see this working. And then you can even do like a little, I don't know, you can even call this contact phone plus 31612. I mean, this works. We can even create a little contact section. Oh, we also have to do custom buttons, right? Like custom sections and custom buttons. Like, let's do that right now. Like, okay, so let's move this one below here. Just for now. Cool. Let's move these down. Let's grab this. Then say that. Say it's big. can maybe drop the background color white. Give them a little strokey stroke. Sweet. Safe. Still. Say 5. She said she was 12. And then people can give their own PNGs. Like, let's say, how big are these? 16? Let's say 16. Maybe then these can be a little bit bigger. Let's say 20. What happens if we make like these suckers 20? Then it will become, I guess, way too big. Yeah, that will be too big. So this is fine, but we can get away with making these like 20. And then we have some title. I actually want to find Linktree. Like, give me an example. Like, give me Selena freaking Gomez. Yeah, let's say that this Jonathan wants to sell his hats. This is a very big hat. You can also make like multiple variants of like buttons. Skits. By a latest drop. It's kind of nice. But let's create a couple of more variants. I think we can get away with like these. Oh, custom and variant. 2. Let's say that variant 2, the rectangle spawns the entire left block. Oh, we can this doesn't stroke. Maybe it doesn't need a stroke, it just needs a bit harsher. Or can we get a stroke on the outside? It's better. Let's also set this to a stroke to be on the outside as well. Does that align? You have to do. Oh, fine. It's fine. It's fine for the design. It's fine for the design. Let's not worry about it. Okay, so let's make this rectangle like 40. So people have a bit more to work with. And Stroke was like 12%. This be 12%. Better. Better. They're just... They don't look all that nice because... Just, oh. Let's also reduce this to 30. Hey, Jack, sup, my dude. How are you doing? Doing good thing. What's the new project? Basically a Linktree, not really a competitor, more of like a fun tryout for me. Basically, my whole gripe with like Linktree is that most of these things are all like SaaS, so you have to pay a monthly fee, and I'm like, why the fuck would you do that for just a couple of buttons? So currently I'm making a design for like a HTML, CSS and JavaScript template. So as you can see, I already divided it into sections, and the idea is that you can buy a basic package which will just include the socials and some custom buttons, but you can also buy a premium package which gives you access to like blocks, that's kind of difficult to pronounce, and multiple headers maybe. And then I'm just going to create a landing page with some documentation on how to work with it, and people pay a one-time fee and they can yank it on their own server. I mean, there are a lot of people who are kind of proficient with like on websites, like with their own server management, so just let them use this. And then again, it gives me like multiple opportunities with like try out new marketing tactics and maybe write some better blogs. I actually sent out a tweet out today to HA refs, like, okay, I'm going to try you guys out, and I got a lot of good tips for how to approach that, so I can dabble with that too. And it gives me a chance to try out Gumroad and try out like selling HTML templates. I mean, if it works, I might turn this into a business for multiple HTML templates. So I kind of have to think of a name that works for like Linktree and like other HTML templates in the future. But I almost know for sure that for the next project, I'm going to work together with a designer. Because I'm not... Okay, I have to get better at design, I know. But it annoys me because I think that I can get these products out a lot faster if I just work together with a good designer. So at the also you're definitely not looking at like the final designs. I mean, I really like this social and like this as one of the headers, but this doesn't have enough spacing. Like the buttons look awful because of the font. Maybe that's because it has to be medium. I don't know. Maybe I have to try out a new typeface. Design is hard. Design is really freaking hard. I mean, but this also looks awful and like people are using it. I mean... Oh, but they are like... Yeah, there's another link tree for devs, but it's also kind of hosted. And it's not all that targeted at devs, because I'm also thinking of ways to create... One of my ideas is for the landing page is to create a video like own your own Linktree competitor for, like, I don't know. Wait, what? How did you learn Figma? Through doing a lot of projects together with designers for my old job. Like, I already mentioned that we built this whole project, and this was all made in Figma. So the backend as well, which I sadly can't log into. So I know my way around Figma. But I definitely see more opportunities for getting better at it. Like, only today I figured out how this actually works. Like, you can turn things around, like move things around. Get your own page like this. Yeah, exactly, but this is not what I'm building. It's similar, but then again, it's a lot more content. I'm more focused on like actually like directly targeting these kind of pages. Like, you see so much of these pages, and I'm like, well, okay, people might want to like highlight their latest blogs. They might want to highlight their socials, and they might want to write a short text. They might want a better header. It's all about what kind of person are you, and what do you want to show. Like, most people just want quick buttons. I think if I had to make one myself, it would be like this, probably. Like, it would just be this. Oh. Like, about socials for quick movement, and maybe some custom buttons for user affiliates. But I'm also thinking about, like, what I say. This is more like my ideation artboard, where I'm like, okay, what do people actually want? So maybe they want like my past projects, and you can do like just simple rectangles. Like, this could be use affiliates. This could be this project as well. This could be Sayer Wooly. This could be my Moi. I don't know. This time I'll figure it out as I go. I have this little list in Notion of things I want to include. Where is it? Like the features list. Which then again you can reach via project. So like, maybe a Spotify player currently listening to it. These are just ideas. I might not actually include everything. Because I don't... The reason why I'm targeting more like people who know a little bit of HTML is like, you can upload your own image. It's basically, all these things on this page are going to be links. And if you want to use it to create your own linking page and hook it up inside of Next.js, that's fine. It's just HTML, CSS, so you can automate it. You can create components out of it. But I'm not going to do any API work, for example. I have to do like a little bit more wireframing for this instead of like already trying to make this look good. Like, what did I say? My past projects. Like, we can also maybe do like a... Oh. I designed, which might be, oh, which might start here. Smaller, like let's say. Let's remove this. Oh, actually this makes me work way faster. This gets IDs out faster than the speed of light. Okay, cool. Exactly what I needed to change. Maybe you have to adopt a philosophy for this. Like, everything is a link. So, it's pretty much a library of links with different styling. Like, these are images, but they are links. These are like blocks with content, but they are links. These are social tiles, but they are links. These are custom buttons, but they are links. These are past projects, so these are probably like going to be big images with some text on top of it, like a title, but they are links. You see the pattern? Like, let's create an artboard, which is like 320 white. It has a background of like white as well. Okay, let's do this in another page. Like, maybe we can call this components. I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. Let's grab this, for example. Let's call this like image gallery. Tiles, icon tiles. Now, can we make components out of this? That's what I'm really... so let's say 8. Okay, so what happens if I create a new page? Say that instead of this we'll just import a component. Like... Oh yes, this works. Oh, this works. Okay, that's pretty cool. Now do I have like component settings where I can say just to fill? Say that. Because that way I can do assets. I can bring this in here. And now this works. Okay, that's cool. Because now if I make changes to it, what happens to the image gallery? Oh shit. Okay. Okay. And how much of the side is this? 16. This actually works pretty good. Oh wow. Oh wow. Let's inside of this component. Can we use, where's my plugin for Unsplash? Oh, this is better. Still not digging the font though. But this way we can create like pages based on components. Which is nicer. Let's look at a different font, because I've said it like 1,000 times already on this stream. So we have like Roboto was on Oswald. That's, oh, that looks terrible. But there's one at the railway. Was it railway? This might actually be better. Somebody come get her, because this might look better. Oh shit, you can have variants. Cool. Okay. What time is it? Okay, I need to get off soon. It's gonna be a little bit short of a stream, but then again, if you want to hear the whole story, I actually talked about it at the start of the stream. There's a lot going on at the moment. Long story short, my dad is not all doing that great, so I need to take care of the family for a bit. Or help out as much as I can. Also, railway is not it as well. Playfair. Ugh. Also too childish. I pretty much need something like San Francisco display, right? I don't think that's not on here. Like, I don't think that's a bit more. Okay, let's go to fonts.google.com and see if we can find one ourselves. Yeah, get off. So we have Roboto, which is to we've open sans. Also to okay, we went from Inter to what happens if we choose Lado? Oh, actually. Also not it. It's also not it. Montserrat, I liked it. No. Not it. This is more of what I'm looking for. This is better. We're not there yet, but it's better. Now let's see what we get if we make this instead of bold instead of semi-bold. Does still look a little bit too. Okay, let's know those songs. Nope. Sans. Nope. Still, Popmans looks the best. Work. Ooh, we have work sans, of course. You know what? You know what? This actually does look decent. It looks similar, but nope, still like Poppins better. Anyone has any suggestions on like good sans serif fonts? Like I really like San Francisco Display because it's, I don't know, one of the most beautiful fonts out there, but it's not available on Windows. Like how Metro is what it's called, I think, for Windows. I need something that's just the most neutral font ever. Like still, this looks too fun to me. Helvetica's pretty awesome. Yeah, exactly. And I really would prefer using Google Fonts, especially since I'm like making this project for everyone. Maybe this gives me answers. Here's a... Inter. Why are people... I just came back from... Okay, what if we do Roboto? Might actually not be all that... I think it's just... Oh, wait. The bold versie... Black. Let's go with Roboto Black. Maybe instead of black, go for bold. Okay, the spacing is kind of off, but... Yeah, or maybe Inter was the... But maybe Inter is just too boring? Like, or this, yeah, maybe Inter is the way to go. I just don't like Inter for the buttons, so maybe we have to find other button styles, or we don't have to be a bitch about it. Rubik, that's also a very good... You know what? I don't hate it. Maybe it's just a matter of finding the right... I was actually thinking about this one, but I couldn't find an... Ooh. Yeah. Then I have to delete these again. Then I have to go to assets, have to drag and drop them in. What is it with this font rendering? It seems a little... how do I say it? It seems like the font weights are mixed. See, like the design and then the G looks very... Looks a bit muddy. Why is that? I don't think Rubik is supposed to be this. Still the same. The G looks way thicker than the rest. Like the T and like then you have the E, which is... Or just my eyes. I mean, I wore contact lenses last week and since then my eyes have been fucked, but... Oh, I think I'm not mistaken, right? The G does look... It feels like if I have to like describe it, it feels like it goes from like the M seems pretty normal, then the I seems a little bit too fat here, and then the T, especially on the top of it, feels wavy. Yeah, yeah, exactly. This looks better. So my latest is this is better. I think it's just then Figma fucking up. Because I do like it. Semi-bold. I might roll with it. I might roll. You know what? I will. Okay, but how does this look? Then again, I like Inter more for the name. It does have a little bit of personality though. Big. Yeah. Yeah. Okay, but now I have to think about what if somebody downloads this project, they're probably going to change the font anyway. So I'm kind of gravitating back to like Inter, because this is kind of an experimental font, especially if you look at the J. Like, I think people vibe with this much more than they do with this, because they can look at this and be like, oh, the J looks awful. I think this is a better default than this. I have to think about it. For now, I will just be using. I will move everything back to Inter. See, this is me and fonts. I'm always. Yeah, I can use two fonts. But you know what? I'm just gonna add it to the list. Like, check. Emily. Rubik is also very nice, but maybe a bit too playful for some customers. And that's honestly what I think. Like, I think this needs to be straightforward so that people can do. There's others that would fix that issue. They're paid fonts. Yeah. Yeah, and I don't want to use paid fonts, especially if I'm reselling this. I mean, it's fine. It's fine. Inter is fine. Yep, I think we once bought a font for like 5,000 euros for one project. So yeah, people like to like spend money on fonts. I also still like this template. This might be like a good like $5 version or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll just have to include like the buttons like this as an alternative header. can even do it without the. Yeah, 5,000. There are more expensive fonts than 5,000. But I mean, is it worth it? I guess so. I mean, making your own font face is gonna cost you a hell of a lot more than 5,000 euros though. And I think it's I normally seem to around 600 euros. Yeah, but there are actually more premium fonts. There are whole studios who are like sitting on like custom fonts they made, and they pretty much you go to a design studio that's focused on like typography, and you'd be like, okay, what kind of fonts do you have in house? And then they're like, okay, we have this one, this one, this one. Which do you like? Here it's in your design. Here's on your website. This is on packaging. Yada 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 yada. And you can also like go for like get people to make you a custom font, but I don't want to know the price of that. I actually never done that before actually. I mean, I did make my own font for school once, but it was horrible. So I think I don't have the maybe it's in my. Wait, let me see if it's in my drive, because I believe I have all my. Where is it? Private. Ooh, I might have it actually. Probably depends on the experience the person has. Yeah, it depends. It depends on the experience, and it also depends on the previous work. Yeah, I mean you can label that under experience, I guess. No, I actually don't have the here. Which? Nope. Sorry. Or do I? What is this? Surface design. God. Tattoo shop. Yeah, I guess so. I think it would take quite a long time to create a font, especially for all the display fonts, right? But then again, I'm not an expert. Maybe someone goes like, oh, well, it probably only takes you a day if you have like a basic font which you can just modify and do this and this and this. Better. I think we have to do like 28 maybe. Wait, we have 24. Yeah, better. Basic spacings of 24. People can always increase the spacings. I'm actually not too mad about like this whole design process of making everything modular. Hey, Dragonia! How you doing, baby? Everything a little flex. I'm in design mode, so I'm a little bit like I'm turning insane. But we'll get there, we'll get there. Actually, how did your job interview go? Like, you were applying for a new job, right? For that gaming company. For the anti-cheat. Any updates on that? Actually, is that it? Like, you can do a fill and then you can do export. No, it's still in there. So what are you on about? What are you smoking? Oh. Okay, I really have to do some research tomorrow on like Figma. Maybe I'll do a little course. Just so I can work a little bit quicker. Because I'm having so much ideas, but I'm battling more with Figma today than my actual design skills. And actually, maybe I do not titles in here. Better. I think this is the way. Because then we can do something like this. Make a social lane. Like which galleries. Logs. Oh, we can go on and on and on about this. Like we can, especially have headers. Oh, this is also quite nice that you can do like an about and then you can ditch the title for your... and have like multiple galleries. And even do this. You can do an awful lot, as you can see. But that's pretty much the idea, right? That you can mix and match. This is probably just going to be a... like a content block. Which can have some like text as well. Just make it look sweet. Yeah, okay, so I think I kind of got a concept down for me right now. So I'm probably going to spend a lot of time like making components, which we then are going to code inside one project. Then we're going to split it in two projects. Like probably we're going to say the light version only has like a couple of them. And then an advanced version is going to include them all. Then do I have to do anything else? I don't think so. I actually have to dip now because I have to do some groceries for my parents and for myself as well because my fridge is freaking empty. So, hey, I actually see that one of my good friends. You don't want to know the translation of Mr. Snickle. Also followed me. So yeah, I'm going to do some groceries. I'll be back tomorrow where we'll continue work on this project. I think tomorrow we can really make some progress, like make more variations, like figure out how to actually work with font sizes. That's something I have to kind of research. And I might have an update tomorrow on a new and upcoming project. Which I am not going to spoil just yet, but that's something I'm working on in the background because I need to learn a lot of things. So yeah, have a great morning, afternoon, or evening, wherever you're from. I will see you guys all tomorrow. See ya!